Okay, first of all, now two lines intersects. What is the value of x? This is equivalent to this corresponding angles, right? So 5x plus 5 is equals to 7x minus 35. Okay, so 7 is over here, taking this over here, it becomes 2x. This is over here, this becomes 40. So x is equals to 20. This one, B is correct. Now coming to next one. This is absolute, right? So whenever we remove this absolute, we put plus minus sign over there. Like 2x minus 4 is equals to plus minus 8. Why is that? Because if you look at the graph, I think so I did tell you earlier. If like this is the graph, right? And if I, for example, this is equivalent to something. And if I put a mod over here, if I make a modulus over here, y is equals to mod of this function. So this would be translated above. So this would become this, and this. Okay, it will be all positive. So we won't be able to find whether the values are negative or not. So that's why I have put the both sides, right? So 2x minus 4 is equals to 8. And the other could be 2x minus 4 is equals to minus 8. So if I use a positive value, x is coming 6. They are asking that what is the positive solution to the given equation. So the positive solution is 6. Okay, next. Which of the following is equivalent to this? 4x cube plus 8x square, right? Now if you take 4x square common, because I can take common, right? So it would be 4 into this. Which of the expressions is equivalent to this?
A.
C. Okay. Next. If 2n plus 12 is equal to 26n, what is the value of 6n? 6n, right? They are asking. Okay. If we divide this whole equation by 2, so I am getting n plus 6 is equals to 13n, right?
Yes.
10 is taken over here. 6 is equals to 12n. They are asking the value of 6n. So if I would divide this by 2, I would be getting 6n. So the answer is 3.
Yes.
Okay. Quadrilateral. Okay. Quadrilateral sides are 4. Sum of angles, if I use this formula, so I would be able to find out that in a quadrilateral, of course, there are 4 sides. The sum of angles, internal or interior angles, would be equivalent to 360. Okay. So which of the equation measures the angles of the quadrilateral are related? So yes, how they are related. So if we add them to, this is 90 plus x plus 2x minus 5 plus x plus 35 is equivalent to 360. Now if you look at it, this is not the one, this is not the one, directly cancelling these two out, and this one seems to be it. We can just do
Yeah.
this one. 5. Then in the right angle triangle, right? This is a right angle triangle. AC is 12. The measure of front triangle is 40 and B is a right angle triangle. Okay. Which of the following can be determined using the information given? Okay. The measure of C and the length of side AB. So if you look over here, if you draw this, okay. Now one is 90. Which one is 90? If this is A, angle B is a right angle, right? And C. Okay, this is 90. Which one is 40? This is 40. So this is sum of interior angle 180. So this one would be 50. Right? So we can find the measure of angle C. Yes. Then they are saying the length of side AB. Now look at this. They have given one value, 12. AC is 12. Right? So if I want to find what? AB. AB is base. This is base, right?
Yes.
So for base, what we use cosine, right?
Yeah.
Theta is equivalent to base upon hypotenuse. So cos 40 is equivalent to AB upon 12. So we can use this formula and we can find the values for this one as well. So part C is the correct one. Is this question clear?
Yes.
Okay. In the xy plane, L line has a slope of 2. Line K is a perpendicular to K, L. So what would be its slope? Its slope would be minus or upon 2, right? And contains the point 4, 2. Equation y minus y1 is equals to m into x minus x1. Right? This is the equation of slope. Na? So this is minus half. Right? X minus 4. This is y minus 2. Multiplying this, you are getting 2y minus 4 is equals to minus x plus 4. Then we have, if you take minus 4 over there, it becomes minus x plus 8 equivalent to 2y, and y is equivalent to minus half x plus 4. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Now this one. This one seems to be tricky because of all the additional details that they have given, but trust me, it's not that difficult. C is equals to this. Which equation correctly represents y in terms of c and x? So simple. Okay, y c is equals to x, right? I need, so y in terms of c and x. So x upon c,
Yeah.
right? Y is equals to, so x upon c is this one. Okay, we have just made the y the subject of the form equation, that's it.
Okay.
Now question number 9. The linear function, the y-intercept of the equation is given. This is the y-intercept, right? So if you look at it in terms of y-intercept, I would be getting, right, this is minus 12 and this is crossing over here, right? This is the equation y equals to fx. Now they are saying that it is translated upwards by 2 because we are adding 2 plus 2. So if I add plus 2 in this, it would be passing through 2 points upper, and that would be minus 12 plus 2, I would be getting minus 10. So my coordinate would be, or y-intercept would be 0 minus 10. Clear? Next. Which of the following is or are an x-intercept of the equation this in the xy plane? Now, what could be the x-intercept? For the x-intercept, remember that these two equations should be equal to 0. So one could be x equals to minus 3 and the other could be x equals to 2. Right? So this one is correct, minus 3, 0. This one is correct, 2, 0. Not this one. So 1 and 2 only. Over here, question number 11, and this is the question like most students find it difficult. Y is equals to 2x, 2 power x minus a is shown where a is a constant. What is the value of a? Now if you look at the graph of y is equals to 2x, let's start and draw this graph. Y is equals to 2 power x. Okay, so we would start from, for example, minus 2. So if 2 power minus 2, what would be the value coming? It would be 2 power minus 2, it would be 1 upon 4. So over here it's 1 upon 4. This is the first point. Okay, then y is equals to 2 power minus 1 half, a bit larger over here. 2 power 0, any number power 0, it is equivalent to 2. Sorry, any number having a power 0 is 1.
Yeah, 1.
It's 1. Sorry about it. Okay, so it's 1. Okay, so if I look at this graph and then 1, if I put it 1, then it would be 2, right? So over here it would be 2. So this is 2. Okay, and this is 1. So if I draw this graph, it's going like somewhat like this. Okay, now this is 1. So, and if I look at it, it has been translated downwards. What is this point? This is 3, minus 3. So 1 is shifted to minus 3. So what you would say? You would say minus 3, right? So 1 is shifted to minus 3. So how many points down we have come? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what would be the value of A?
4.
4. Now coming to this. Starting off, for example, this is like approximately 6. This value is touching or nearly 34 maximum. For a certain group of age, the graph models relationship L of this in square meters. 6 is equivalent to 30, something like this. So first of all, just try to find one point that passes through the major points, like this one. So this point is what? The tail area, right? A is equivalent to 5, and the body length, right? Body length is how much? 15. Right? At this point, the body length is 15 and the area is 5. Agreed?
Yes.
So it means one thing, that the area, this one should give me a lower value or a less than 1 value, because of the factor, right? So if you look at the answer options, this is greater than 1, this is greater than 1. Only option which is less than 1 is
A.
A. So the factor is, option is A. Now the first part, if x and y is the solution to the game, what is the value of x? Okay, so we all are aware that what we have to do, this one, so we can do this by elimination. So what I would be doing, I would be trying to eliminate the y component so that we can directly find the x component since that is needed. So this should be this whole equation multiplied with 4, this whole equation multiplied with 6. So if I multiply this equation by 6, 48x minus 24y is equivalent to 7 times 6 is 42. The other is 3 times 12x plus 24y is equal to 12 times 4 is 48. These two are cancelled. We are getting 60x is equivalent to 40, 40, 80, 90. So x is coming 90 upon 60. 1.5.
Yeah.
Now coming to this. In the system, in the given system of equation, k is a constant. The system has only one solution. Which of the following could be the value of k? Now, one things to look at. When we say that there are no solution, so for no solution, we equate the coefficients. Okay, but since it says there is one solution, so it means that we won't be using that one. It means that it's not 2. So which one it would be? It would be 5. So 2 only. Clear?
Yes.
Next 15. Bt is equals to 100 into 1.11 t. The given function models this, which represents the number of days after June 1. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the number 1.11 in this context? Same thing that we apply for compounding, same formula. So if we read it, the first one says, the model predicts that there are approximately one in this area. And no, it does not. Right, next we have the model predicts that the number of floor meters increases by approximately this, not each day. The model predicts that it will take approximately 1.1 days for the number of hours. And the D is the model predicts that the number of flower beetles grows by a factor of approximately 1.11 each day. So this is a factor, right? So that's why it would be D. It will take approximately these days for the number of flowers to double. No, it won't. Okay, now coming to 17. Oh, so sorry, first 16. This is 17, this is 16. Graph y is equals to this, where b is a constant, intersects the x-axis. This is what is the value of b. So this is the equation. Just insert it. So 0 is equals to half into 6 plus b. So b is coming what?
-3.
Just a second. It's minus. So minus over here, it's plus 3. Okay. This one is minus. So minus 3 over here, it's taken over there plus 3. So the value of b is 3. Now coming to 17. Question number 17. Yes, what it says? Just read this question.
For part of a trip, a car travels directly away from its starting point at a constant speed. The graph shows the car's distance from its starting point in miles for times from 2.0 hours to 2.5 hours after the start of the trip. What was the speed of the car in miles per hour during this part of the trip?
Okay. So what we have to find basically, we have to find speed or the rate. Speed is equals to distance upon time. Now, if I look at it, what is the distance covered in this period? So the distance, it started from 110, it ended on 135. So 135 minus 110, distance, difference between the time period 2.5 minus 2.0. So this is coming 25 upon 0.5, that is equivalent to 50. 50 miles. Okay. Now let's have a look at question number 18. X square minus 8x plus y square minus 10y is equals to 40. XY plane, the graph of the given equation is a circle. What is the radius of the circle? Now, how, first of all, equation of circle. What is equation of circle? So if you look at a circle, so you would come to know that there is a center point. Center point is, for example, if I take the coordinates hk, right, then the radius r. So this is the r is the radius. Okay, so equation of circle is, from the center is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equivalent to r square. This is the equation. Okay, now r is the radius, h and k are the center points. Okay, so the equation should be written like this. Now over here, if you look, it's not written like this. It's in the form x square minus 8x plus y square minus 10y is equals to 40. So what you will do, we will be using the method of completing the square in order to find it out that how to convert it into this form. So for example, x square minus 8x. If you recall, right, we divide it by 2 and add the value, right? So for example, after converting this, what we would be doing, we would say that this is equivalent to minus 4x. Sorry. We would say that this is 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by x, right? This middle term break would be written like this, and we would be adding another third value that would be a 4 square. So that means that we would be adding 16. Is it clear?
Yes.
So if I am adding 16 on this side, so it means that I would be adding 16 on the other side as well. Now look at the other part. The other part is saying y square minus 10y. So it means that I would be adding 5 square. How? Because this would be equivalent to minus 10y is equals to 2y and the third variable, for example, if you take it as z. So finding this value would be equivalent to y and y is cancelled. So z is equivalent to minus 5. So 25 is added, right? So 16 and 25 is added over here. So similarly, I would be adding them over here as well. Now this equation should be written like this. Now it has been converted. This can be written in terms of x. X can be written x minus 4 whole square. Y can be written y minus 5 whole square. And this is equivalent to r square. Now what is r square? So r square is 40 plus 16 plus 25. 40, 16, 56, 56. This is equivalent to 81. So 81 is equals to r square, then r is equivalent to 9. Now is this question clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now coming to question number 19. For question number 19, they are asking what is the sum of the solutions to the equation above, right? Some of the solutions you can solve it from using this method. You can solve it, but I would say that instead of solving it all over again, we can use a shortcut. Whenever they ask you for the sum of the equation is always equivalent to what? Minus b over a. Okay, the sum is always equivalent to b over a. Okay, so this is the sum, and in our syllabus only sum is asked, right? Otherwise, if the question asks for the product as well, product of the roots, just write it down for safety that this is equivalent to c upon a. And what is abc? If you recall, this is ax square plus bx plus c. So this is a, this is b and c. So sum of the solution to the equation, sum is minus 6 b upon a. A is what? 1. So 6. Clear?
Yes.
Now this part. X cube, if I write it like this, if I put the root is 1 upon 2, and bracket a is equivalent to x power 6. So this is coming x 3 upon 2a is equals to x power 6. Since these are same coefficients, so we can equate the power. So we can equate the power. 3 upon 2a is equivalent to 6. A is equivalent to 6 into 2 upon 3. So a is equivalent to 4. This is the end of this session.